make it easy for you now.
To begin, raise the ice block holder and remove the shaving shield. Then lower the crank so that the ice shaving disc is all the way down. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the ice block holder crank and then remove the crank. Using a Phillips screwdriver, remove the side set screw beneath the crank. Next, remove the thumb screw in the back. On the other side is another thumb screw. Remove that thumb screw also. You will note that one of the thumb screws is longer than the other. This is important when replacing them at the end. Adjust the cover and slide over the crankshaft. And set the cover to the side. Note the wiring on the inside of the head cover. The gray wire goes to the on-off switch or the motor switch. The black wires go to the reset switch. Using a black Sharpie or marker, mark the top terminal on the on and off switch. This is the wire for the off terminal. Next, we will remove the on-off switch. Remove the black cover by unscrewing it. Using a crescent wrench, unscrew the nut that holds the on-off switch to the cover. You'll note there's a gasket with a tooth on it. Remove the on-off switch and then remove the gasket with the tooth. There's a notch where the tooth will go. Also, on the inside of the on-off switch, there's a lock washer. Make sure you do not lose that. Again, the black mark should be on the off terminal. Remove both terminals and set the switch aside. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws. To remove the reset switch, number 34, you will need some tools: a flat-edged razor blade and a Phillips head screwdriver. You will also need a hair dryer to make the decal removal much easier. Using a hair dryer, heat the label on the front of the head cover. This may take some time to get it to soften and loosen up. Be patient. Next, using your razor blade or straight edge, gently pull back the label while heating it. This may take a few minutes to successfully remove it in one piece. Just pull it back far enough to expose the two Phillips head screws. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the two screws. Now remove the reset switch. Install the reset switch back into the head cover and fasten using the 2 Phillips head screws. Using your hair dryer, reheat the label and gently smooth it out, making sure not to get any bubbles. Should you have a bubble, you may use a pin to remove that air bubble. Connect the 2 wires to the terminal. The black one that you mark should be closest to you on the overload switch. Make certain that the wires are tucked towards the middle so you'll be able to put the cap back over them. Slide the black cover back over the overload switch. Install the on-off motor switch. You will note that is marked on the switch is on and off. Using the lock washer, slide it over the switch. Put with the off in the up position, slide the switch through the hole so that the tooth enters the locking area. Place the locking gasket over with the tooth down. Make sure that it slides into the hole. Replace the nut, finger tighten, and then tighten using the crescent wrench. Place the black cover over the switch. Turn it counterclockwise until you hear a click, and then tighten, turning it clockwise. Make sure the switch works properly. To reconnect the wires, put the black marked wire to the top and the other gray wire unmarked to the bottom. This should align. The top one should connect to the off portion of the switch. Make sure the connections are tight. Replace the head cover over the top of the shaver, putting the crank through the hole first and then sliding the head cover onto the top. Be aware that you may need to make sure that the wires are inside the head cover. Using the longer thumb screw, attach the cover using the thumb screw with the longer screw on the left side of the shaver head. Tighten until thumb tight. Place the shorter screw in the rear of the shaver and tighten thumb tight. Using your Phillips head screwdriver, use the screw with the rounded head and place it into the side. Replace the crankshaft handle and using the flat screw head, attach using your Phillips screwdriver. Turn the crank to ensure it moves freely. Turn the crank to raise the ice block holder 2/3 up and replace the shaving shield. You are now ready to get back shaving.